Howdy guys, how's it going? So we're out here for another solo overnighter, and we're going to be trying out a new piece of gear today. I took and contacted a company by the name of OneWind about one of their ultralight sealed nylon tarp shelters. So I wanted to preface this by saying this is not a paid promotion. I have no ties to the company. The link that's in the description is not an affiliate link. It's just a direct link to this product on Amazon in case any of you guys are interested in it. I just seen this and it looked dope, and now that I have it, not set it up yet, but this thing fits in the palm of your hand. It takes up just half of a cargo pocket. Then it comes with 6 or 7 stakes. I believe it comes with 7 stakes, and then a handful of guidelines. You got 1, 2, 6 guidelines, and then yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stakes. And I was really surprised because if you look at the image on Amazon, the stakes look like they're those really cheap flimsy ones, and it's got the same shape and design, but these things are actually very thick. Like they're made of aluminum, but you're not going to be bending these or breaking them, so I don't think we're going to have to worry about any issue with you know, the ground being too hard or hitting rocks and then bending these things neck right over. Not sure how long each guideline is. We'll figure that out. I did bring a 50-foot long length of paracord with me because I'm on an old trail that's not been cleared out in a couple years. Just like this is one of the smallest trees that's in the way. Pretty much everything else, there's one tree kind of like hiking in here. It's about that big around. So I just thought, I seen this and thought this was a pretty level, even spot. And then we do have, like, you know, some saplings here, and there is a sapling, a couple saplings there that are just a little bit further over into the woods. So that's where the 50-foot piece of paracord might come in, because I might just run one guideline and then tie the corners off. But I'm very excited about this because one thing, it's not marketed for this purpose, but you can set this up. They say, you know, you can set it up as like a windshield, which, you know, it would definitely serve that purpose. But in that same, you know, like a windshield configuration, and due to this being like this really dark OD type green color, I may or may not end up attempting to use this as kind of like a hunting blind this year. Just at some point, I got a bunch of different, when I say a bunch, I've got 2 or 3 bushcraft shelters, like hunting blind / shelter ideas that I'm wanting to try out. And then just, you know, play around with some other things as well. But like compared to carrying like you know, a tarp or something that you might just have like a lean-to style setup with, this, you know, having the sides that can kind of come in to block wind from those directions, I'm really excited to try it, especially once the cooler weather gets here. So with all of that being said, let's take and set it up. Also, I'm going to be taking and recording another video while I'm out here. I got a survival kit, a really nice survival kit that I'm going to be doing an unboxing of and showing you guys that in a separate video. So that one will be coming out after this one. So keep your eyes out. Make sure you subscribe and got the notification bell icon, you know, clicked on. And be doing an unboxing of that. And then the plan with that survival kit is to do a field test, do an overnighter with just the items in that survival kit once fall gets here. I just want to start out by rolling out this rubber foam yoga type mat. There's going to be plenty. Plus with this, I didn't want to bring an additional ground cloth because this will keep any moisture. It's not going to, there's 0 chance of rain. So right off the bat, this material, like, it was sealed nylon, very light, but it does seem durable as well. And like, you know, this is not, I don't want this channel to become a review channel, but it's really fun to test out new gear, try new systems, and that's something I really enjoy. And so really the main point of any good outdoor channel is making sure that you're doing stuff you enjoy and, you know, having fun along the way. So that's essentially what we're doing here. A big thing is going to be if we can fit it back into its original storage bag. I don't think we'll have any issue with that. This is really one of the first, let me see, I think this is the first sealed nylon tarp or shelter that I have ever used. So this is the cordage that comes with it. I'm not sure like what the tensile strength and stuff of this would be, but we'll pull her out, see how long they are, and if they're going to be long enough. I know I would be probably fine with that one, but there's nothing here. Yeah, like in all truthfulness, this tree right here that's bent over could be used. You could attach it there and then have the back end over on that side, which, since it's not going to rain, that's not a bad idea. So yeah, I think this would be a great shelter to, once again, we've not really tested it yet, but it's just off of the initial impressions that you could, you know, stick in a backpack for a day hike, and then, you know, something goes sideways, then you got you something you can get out of the rain with. Plus, something you can do is if you have a poncho with you, which you always should if you're out for even just a day hike, you could set this up and then take the poncho and put it down at a frontward angle, so you could essentially close yourself completely in if it's an ungodly rainstorm or thunderstorm. This is our top corner, and it, like, these bottom edges look like they are reinforced, and they have like a little pocket type situation. I'm not sure. I guess you could weight them down with something. Just doing some very simple knots that will be easy to untie in case this isn't going to work, or I need to kind of adjust the height. Oh, missed one little limb right there. The thing is, you could always take and pitch this thing high, low, you know, whichever way is best suited for whatever type of weather situation you're in. I gotta say, I am a big fan of these stakes already. I might end up taking these bad boys and using them on their own. And so that's pulled that away from the stick, which is fine because that gives us a nice low profile. For me, utilizing this thing right here, which causes us to have it at a bit of a lower pitch, you could have this a lot steeper and still have tons of coverage. All right, and then for a sleeping arrangement, I've got the cotton canvas type material bivvy that goes over that cold weather set down military sleeping bag of mine. So I've not noticed a ton of insects in this area, and this one I've also I didn't completely treat this with permethrin. Just took and sprayed around the entrance and around the hood area. Okay guys, I just noticed something. I did goof up just a little bit. So the configuration that I've got with this right now would work perfectly. But whenever I was like in the process of considering using this for that tie-off point and kind of having this as like our main base here, I essentially took, and that down there is supposed to be the top area and this is the bottom, which makes sense for those tie-off points because of the way that the angle should work with those sides. So rolling it up like that does work. So like if you was in a hurry and you done the same thing, like that's the importance of getting these things out, testing them, and you know, using them before you take them on like a legitimate. I mean, this is a legitimate trip, but it's not like, you know, I'm on the Appalachian Trail or nothing. So I'm going to take and flip this around and redo that, and we'll take a look at it. I might just do a time lapse of that, but let's get that taken care of. Okay, there we go. That is the proper way to do it. And with this, we actually do have more room now with those ends being flayed out. That lower end right there just looks a little saggy because I couldn't pull it completely taut because there's a bunch of like old dead pine trees and stuff that had been cleared out of the way in the past, and just they're so interweaved together that it's just too much work to move them. Like I said, no rain. This is taut everywhere else, and I can't wait to set this up with a steeper pitch so I can like get a really good idea of how much cover you can have while still having, you know, flatter, steeper pitched walls. Because I feel like this pitch is a little too low if it was to be, you know, anything like freezing rain or snow. But I mean, you gotta think. So once, you know, for reference, I am 5'10", and I'm laying here completely covered, more than I even need. And then there's all this area right there, the area down there, back here. You could truthfully, you could sleep 2 people here without really no problem. Like, the only thing is whoever's sleeping right here would be getting some contact from the seal nylon. But other than that, this is a this is a very dandy shelter. Alrighty guys, it is about time to turn in for the night. Let me turn this off so I don't blind you to death. I took and I made a can of chili beans just like I did in our last solo overnighter with a canvas shelter in the rain. I just decided to leave that out this time because, I mean, all it is warming a can of chili beans, so I feel like that would get old. But as far as culinary stuff goes, the next solo overnighter that we do, which if things go according to plan, is going to be very soon. I want to use this shelter again in a thunderstorm. Bought some nice chicken breast, and I got some other stuff I'm gonna bring out. Gonna fry it up, make a side with it, have like a legitimate good bushcraft cooked meal, and see how this shelter fares in the rain. I really do like it. I gotta say that I'm impressed with it so far. You know, this is just a very light test for it. So only time will tell the overall durability, but I can already tell just from experience with a lot of other gear that this right here is going to do more than enough for most people. Like if you're somebody that's just doing lighter trail stuff, like, you know, you're not in environments where you got to deal with a lot of briars and a lot of brush and crap, like if you're just doing campground camping or just like pre-designated area camping, then you're going to be golden regardless. So yeah, I'm just going to take and crawl into the sack, and I'll see you guys in the morning. I'm actually very tired because I've been walking around scouting out some areas I hadn't been in a long time, just trying to get a lay of the land, the lay of this area for some future projects and stuff that we can do this fall and winter. The humidity's still crazy. Where I have this shelter, this bivy bag, I just had opened it up before I turned this on to sign off and check the inside of it. And that bit of prometheus we had should be doing its job because nothing's got in there. And then I probably have my face exposed, and then to keep anything from screwing with me and like any flying insects, I have some bug spray on, but I'll probably just drape this over my hat. You know, done that multiple times and it works just fine. The soft thing I got in my bag right there will be a decent pillow. So with that being said, I'm gonna crawl in here and have sweet dreams of drinking some coffee in the morning. Good morning, guys. Oh, it is just, hello. It is just a little bit past 6:30 in the morning. Last night was a phenomenal sleep. Like, I really, this little yoga mat, like, I know it looks really thin, but on this ground with this slight incline, it's, I was very comfortable. I slept on my side for a good portion of the night last night. But sleeping flat, like there's no, this isn't the most insulated thing, but when it's hot and humid like this, it actually feels really nice to have a little bit of that heat sucked away from your body. So, I'm going to take and get up and make some coffee and then head out of here. Alrighty, while I got my coffee steeping over there, I'm going to see how long it takes me to take this. I mean, it's not a time thing, but I'm going to take this down. It's going to be really quick, and then we're going to see if we can fit it back in its original storage bag. Okay, guys, so it passed the stuff sack test. It went right back in there, just cramming it in. So if you're doing a stealth camp or just for whatever reason you need to pack up really quick, I mean, I was just taking my sweet time, but that's a very fast pack up, and it goes right back into its small form factor. So it's essentially just enough time for my coffee to get done steeping. If you've never tried these coffee tea bags, they're actually pretty solid. I mean, there's really no difference. Just a great way to steep coffee, and then you ain't got to worry about doing all the instant garbage. It's like, legitimate coffee grounds, and to me it tastes, it's about 90% there as far as being as good as brewed coffee. I'm going to sip this, and then I'll just roll this up, got everything else stuffed in there. This was a very, quick setup, quick takedown, sleeping arrangement, which is always nice. But yeah, I'm really happy with this half shelter product. I look forward to using it some more. Hopefully I can get back out this same week, whenever this thunderstorm front rolls through, and we can give this bad boy, a real run for its money, and just have some fun with it, cook a good meal, hang out, have a good time. So always, guys, thanks for watching. Be sure you hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you haven't already, hit that notification bell. Check out the links in the description of my other channels, sub to those if you haven't already. Check those out. And yeah, please hit me up in the comments section with the good, the bad, the ugly, suggestions, things you like, things you don't like. Feedback is always helpful. So that being said, guys, until the next one, adios.